What's up, Legendary Visions? Got a very special episode for you today. I got Charmaine. She has two businesses. She got a catering service and she got a cleaning service. And I can pitch it over to her and give her all her introduction.
All right, my name is Charmaine Mack. I am from Detroit, Michigan. I own and operate two businesses. The first is Rise Shine Organize. It is a cleaning business, and the second one is bread and butter gourmet charcuteries, and that is charcuterie and catering service.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So what got you interested in entrepreneurship?
Oh my goodness, it all happened by accident.
Yeah.
To be honest, I worked in healthcare 6+ years, and it literally started by accident. I had no intentions on becoming an entrepreneur at all.
Okay.
At all.
All right. So how did you niche down and find like the cleaning services and also decide you want to do catering?
Okay, so by accident, the cleaning service, hence the name, is called Rise Shine Organize. We started off as an organization company, and it's just because I love to organize, and I will always have family and friends ask me to come over and organize their cabinets, their closets, and that type of thing. And I ended up getting I want to say I had about 3 clients who were regulars, I guess you could say. I would come over every 3 months to help them, just swap out things in their pantry, their closet. And one of the clients, she asked me, "Do you ever offer cleaning services?" And I'm like, you know what? I can.
Yeah.
So that's actually how that started, and it just pretty much went from there as far as the cleaning. With the catering, that was by accident as well. One of my cleaning clients, she asked me to do a favor for her.
Okay.
She wanted me to make a charcuterie board, and I would typically make them for myself, and so I would just do it for fun. And I'm just like, yeah, no problem. I don't mind at all. I wasn't expecting to show up, and I didn't even ask questions when she asked me to do it. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll be there. Just give me the time and the date. And I went, and I was not expecting as many people there, as it was. And I mean, they really, really loved the charcuterie board that I made. And I'm just like, okay, and then they wanted to know, the name of my business. Well, I didn't have a business. I just do this for fun. So that's pretty much, how.
Okay. So now you got to break down for everybody exactly what the charcuterie board is. Okay,
a charcuterie. Well, charcuterie is just typically dried meat.
Okay.
Typically pork.
Okay.
But that's what charcuterie is, and so the charcuterie board is just charcuterie, fresh fruit or vegetables.
Okay.
Spreads, crackers, cheese, assorted cheeses, and that thing, and decor.
Okay. All right. So do you always have like the interest for like cooking or a passion for it?
I actually love cooking. Yeah. So I actually love cooking. I don't like cooking in huge quantities.
Okay.
I love for people to eat my food. But when I added on the catering side to bread and butter, I'm just like, I don't want to cook.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to cook, so I just want to offer something that's, finger foods, that's really quick to make, but still very, pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's some of your favorite dishes that you make?
My favorite dish that I make is actually pasta and red sauce.
Pasta and red sauce.
Typical spaghetti. I can eat spaghetti all day long.
Okay.
All day long. I try to make it at least once a week. My son, he's not really a big fan of spaghetti.
Yeah.
So what I do is I make a really big pie of the red sauce, and I'll fill it up in little baggies, and I'll put it in the deep freezer. And so anytime that I wanna, but spaghetti actually is my favorite dish to make.
Okay. So whenever you're going about, how you said how you got started, but whenever you're going about getting more clients and customers, how do you market it?
Honestly, my clients do the marketing for me.
Yeah.
Everything is word of mouth when it comes to both businesses.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. My clients are my biggest marketing tool. I don't really have to. When I first started off, I'm just like, I need to do Facebook ads. I need to do, and I'm not really tech savvy, so it kind of works out in my favor. But my clients are my number. They are they do the marketing for me.
Okay.
Mhm.
So tell me what type of clients you're looking for. You're looking for more like commercial, there's like regular everyday people that might just be doing like a baby shower or wedding or something, or you actually do people that's like, I don't feel like cooking for the week. Can you meal prep for me and just send it over?
Okay, yeah, so we don't do meal preps.
Okay.
We probably would never offer that service,
Mhm.
but I don't typically accept clients who want me to cook. I try to be very transparent when I let them know that we offer charcuterie and small hors d'oeuvres.
Okay.
There are a couple items on the menu that, like, shrimp and grits and things like that's what requires me to cook. But yeah, we typically do not go for clients or accept clients who are looking for me to make greens and because I get a lot of, I seen this on your page, my private page, they see me cooking, they're just like, oh, can you, and I'm just like, no, we're not gonna do greens and fried chicken, I'm sorry. Although I would love to, but it's just, it takes a lot of work.
Okay. Now what about on the cleaning side? How did you kind of market to get that, like you still saying for your customers, then on the opposite side, the other part of the question?
I'm sorry?
So I was basically saying like, are you doing like residential, commercial? How you get like clients for that? And also, this is the same word of mouth for the marketing?
It is same word of mouth, and really it's with the cleaning company, a lot of my clients were business owners. So a lot of that's how we got on the commercial side. And I'm just like, okay. So as of right now, we're actually looking to scale over to commercial. Our biggest, our bread and butter is commercial cleaning and Airbnbs at the moment. So I'm actually trying to wing away from residential clients. We're still going to take residential clients, but it's going to be more so an exclusivity thing.
Okay. So how do you kind of like manage and keep up with everything? So you're just not having to go through all of these places, go clean up everybody's Airbnb or commercial space, as well as do like your catering.
Oh, so I do have for the cleaning company, we do have staff.
Okay.
So that helps out a lot. The cleaning company, you at this point we have to have staff just to take on the amount of clientele that we're bringing on. So, but as far as the catering, I hire as needed. I will bring people on to help me per event if needed.
So what all goes into like your cleaning service? Like, I got pressure washing houses. I go out and like just sweep, vacuum up dishes or whatever might be left over, washing. What all goes into it?
So we, as far as the residential, we do offer that whole entire. It's so broad when you talk about cleaning, but we do not offer carpet cleaning. We don't offer pressure washing, although eventually later on down the line that is a service that I would love to add. But as of right now, we're just your basics.
Okay. So how did you come up with the names for both of them?
So Rise, Shine, Organize. Hence, we started off as an organization company. So I was just looking for something that was just pretty much, it took me forever to come up with that name. I would be at work just thinking like, what is a good name? What is a good name? And I also wanted to abbreviate it. So I'm just like, okay, RSO, Rise, Shine, Organize. I just can't, I actually entered, there was I Googled a name generator. And I found one particular one. I was just playing around with different things, and that's actually how I came up with Rise, Shine, Organize. Now, as far as bread and butter, I told you that event that I did, they were asking me what was the name of my business, and I was telling the young ladies, like, I do this for fun. This is not, I don't have a business. And my friend, she walks over and she tells me, hey, stop telling people that. She's just like, stop telling people that. She's just like, come up with something. So I'm just like, okay. So the next person that asked me, she said, what's the name of your business? And I go, Bread and Butter. And I didn't know if it was available or not. I ended up finding out it wasn't. So that's how I had to add gourmet charcuteries, and then later on gourmet charcuterie and catering once I started offering catering services.
So what was the capital for starting like the cleaning services side of it and the catering side?
What was the capital of the startup cost?
So like startup costs and like any funds you might have to put up front like to just get started.
Honestly, with the cleaning company, it was less than, I want to say about $500.
Okay.
That's just, registering the name, and starting the website. And I started off with small cleaning supplies. Like I went to my local Dollar Tree and I just got cleaning supplies because I was, doing residential. So as far as bread and butter, someone actually booked me right there on the spot.
Okay.
So that money that I made from that
Okay,
booking,
I
I
like
took and put it into registering and that. Yeah, so.
Okay. So tell me about the time when you just had like a big event or like a customer did like a larger order and had like several Airbnbs for you to come clean. Have you had that?
Well, that's every day.
Okay.
Yeah. So with the Airbnb, like I said, we do offer Airbnb turnarounds, and I mean that's every day. Right now, I have about 12 hosts.
Okay.
They average 2 to 4 Airbnbs a piece. So we're having turnings every day.
Okay.
As far as the cleaning. Now, as far as the catering, I want to say my biggest, it actually wasn't a booking. We did NWA Bite, and that was for 1,200 guests.
Okay. Oh yeah.
That was pretty intense. But we did it, and we people loved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many people did you have to bring on, and how did you like manage having to feed 1,200 people?
Oh my goodness, it was. So I brought on, I want to say it was 6, family and friends.
Okay.
Because I had never hired anyone to come on to help me then at that time with catering. So what I did is I split them up between, because I did mention I had a third business that was like our soft launch as well, that particular event. So I just split them up. Hey, you guys, I had 4 people working on the banana factory, and I had 3 people working with bread and butter. So managing it was chaotic, very chaotic, but we ended up pushing through, and I learned a lot on how to operate when dealing with that many guests, and a team that big.
Yeah.
Because it's totally different from cleaning, operating, or just managing, someone cleaning or anything like that. Like it's totally different. You're handling food, so you have to make sure that they are, in your watch. So you just have to,
Okay. So how many hours on average would you say you have to work in your business every week?
24. No, I just started. I like to call it setting boundaries.
Okay.
When it comes to my businesses, because I literally will be, sending emails, texting all day long, and I'm just like, okay, no. What I'm gonna do is after 6 o'clock, I shut it down. So I would say so I get up typically, I want to say 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I do what I need to do personally, and then once I drop my son off at school, and then bam, 8 o'clock, I'm dealing with my clients, I'm checking emails, I'm doing whatever I need to do, and then at 6 o'clock I am cutting it off. Whatever I didn't get done that day, unless it's like a complete, unless it's an emergency,
Okay. So could you walk us through like a typical day in the life of Charmaine?
Oh, okay. Well, again, I'll wake up around 7. I do have a son. He's 10. I will get him up, fed, get him off to school. Once that's complete, I'll come home. I'll start getting ready for work. I'll take maybe about 2 hours to respond to emails, booking requests, complaints, anything like that. And then if I need to, I'll go out to the field, shopping, inventory. If there's any events that we need to do, I'm shopping for that. And then, so I'm gonna say around 3 o'clock, I go and pick up my son. I'll do a little bit more work once we get done with that, and then like I said, at 6 o'clock we're shutting it down.
Okay.
So it's so much.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's two businesses that I'm running, operating at the same time. So there's no, although I would like to have a, you know, bam, 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 when it comes to scheduling, it does not go that way every day, you know. So, you know, I might have someone call off, I might have to go fill in a spot somewhere, you know. So it just depends on the day.
Okay. That actually leads in perfect to my next question. I was gonna say, have you ever had like a difficult client or just like a difficult like subcontractor you hired out to go help you?
Yeah, so typically I don't bring on subcontractors. I just for the hire on, it's just a lot more easier for me considering the fact that I don't have operations manager or anything like that yet. But it's just for me, it's easier just to hire on.
Okay.
Difficult clients.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
You're dealing with multiple people. And it can get a little stressful.
Yeah.
You know, so that is, I do plan on bringing someone on to just kind of take that pressure off of me.
Okay.
Because, you know, I always tell people, like, you can't be the manager and the owner.
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
But it's certain things that a manager can kind of
it's good to have that cross-functional team though. So I was watching Elon Musk, like he's go over here trying to run Tesla, go SpaceX, he just bought Twitter. And then like he goes says something, then you know, media push back, and it's a whole lot trying to be the CEO, manage it, and run several businesses at the same time.
You cannot. So I think, I will be bringing on someone to kind of, you know, just take that load off of me and be the direct person that you know.
Okay. Tell me what motivates you and keeps you going.
What motivates me? I would think that's so broad. Because everything motivates me. I mean, you know, as far as business-wise, like I love just coming up with new ideas and just, especially when it comes to the catering. I'm constantly adding things, taking things off the menu, adding things on, especially we at Bread and Butter, we love to, presentation is everything.
Okay.
So if I can set up a grazing table and make it look different than anything that they've ever seen before, that's what I mean. So I guess creativity will motivate me.
Okay.
Learning how to arrange things, you know, in a different way, like, so creativity, I would say, motivates me.
All right, so creativity, that actually really plays into this next question, man. So how do you generate new ideas and stay creative?
Okay, I don't reinvent the wheel.
Okay.
Social media. I get a lot of inspiration on social media when it comes to just the charcuterie side and the catering side. I'm constantly looking for ways to, how can I make a rose out of a tomato?
Okay.
You know, social media. If it's not broken, don't fix it, okay?
I
Do
like
not
that.
reinvent the wheel. Social media is my best friend when it comes to coming up and not coming up, but, you know, just inspiration.
Okay. All right. So how has being an entrepreneur affected like your personal life and family life? So how do you manage it all?
Setting boundaries, like I mentioned earlier, like, you know, it will be times where, you know, like I said, I have a 10-year-old son, and I will be working all day long, and there's no room for him to, you know, become involved in sports, after school programs, because I just don't have the time. And I'm just like, and I just recently had that, just like, okay, no, you know, this is gonna be it. At this particular time, work stops.
Okay.
You know, because it's not fair to him to, you know, I don't have the time because mommy's always constantly working.
Okay.
You know, so boundaries. Just setting boundaries. At first it was a lot, very stressful, just not being able to participate in certain things. And when I first started out, I was actually working 3 jobs.
Okay. Oh, you was getting to it.
I was working 3 jobs, and this was, pandemic, because I worked in healthcare.
Okay.
So I was working 3 jobs, and I'm just like, okay, no. Once my businesses started to pretty much pick up, I'm just like, okay, this one is gonna go, and then eventually that one go. And just recently, I let the last one go. Just like, you know what, this is just taking too much out of my time to do anything. So just boundaries and just
Okay. How was working in healthcare during a time when the world was just crazy?
It actually wasn't that bad. It was that bad, but I think I worked at the hospital, and that particular job was healthcare. It was behavioral health. So it was hectic in its own little way because it's behavioral health. And it was you're dealing with multiple different types of personalities and things of that sort. So it was hectic in its own little, way. I worked at a private doctor's office and the COVID site.
Okay.
The COVID site probably had to be the most taxing. Only because I worked at a drive-through, where you can come drive through and we'll swab your nose, and just send you on your way. But it's just the type of people that you came across. It was a lot, and right then and there is where, and I learned this from working there, and this is something I incorporate with my businesses. You can't please everyone. The best the most you can do is just do your best.
Okay.
And that's something I actually took from working at that COVID site. I kind of incorporate that mindset when it comes to, as long as you're doing your best and you know that you're giving 100%, you're gonna have people out here that's not, gonna always be happy with your work.
Okay.
But
okay. Now I'm about to pivot up over and go into some fire round questions.
Okay.
Alright, so these called the fatal 4, and these like 4 random questions I ask every guest.
Okay.
Alright, so the first one will be, if you walked outside today and somebody cut you $1 million check, tax free, what would you do with it?
Ooh, invest it.
Okay. Alright, next question. If you can network with any one person, who would you network with?
This is way off, but Master P.
Yes, Master P, I love him. I like him.
Yep.
Okay, next question. Let me think of something good real quick to ask. I got it. So, if you had to choose, take credit or cash, which one would you do?
I'm sorry, ask that one more time.
Yeah, if you had to choose out of just having let's say you had to choose out of having a $500,000 credit line or just getting $500,000 worth of cash.
Oh, credit line.
Okay.
I would take the $500,000 credit line.
Okay. What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
What would I tell my 18? There's so much. Slow down.
Okay.
Breathe. And live life.
Okay.
Don't be so serious all the time.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta let everybody know where they can find you at.
Yeah. So, as far as
Social media, if they want to come book for your services, everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys can book bread and butter, gourmet charcuteries and catering. You can go to our Instagram, which is bread and butter ever since 2021. You can book straight from that particular platform. With our cleaning service, you can book us online at www.riseshineorganize.com.
Okay. Hey, y'all stay focused, y'all stay motivated, and we out.